21-17. Second game goes to Jason Paris. Both guys are one game apiece. And Dartman turned in anguish.
We would recall in Pipe call out, time and time again, he always said that he can compete with any B class. I'm quite sure that tonight he believes that Edwin Ward is a B class, and he would want to display that he's above a B class like Edwin Ward.
Yeah.
But let's see if he can pull it off. He's won his last 2 or so call-outs now, so Pipe is on a low roll now. He's on a roll now. The last couple call-outs he won, so his statistics, the numbers are looking decent.
Yes.
After a pretty rough start, he's now doing what's called a bit of catching up with his numbers. But let's see if tonight he will be in the winner's row once again.
Don't we have a very avid fan by the name of Sean Griffith. He listens very attentively to the commentary. And I think you made a comment about the Belfie match. We said that Venom is the first call-out that Venom participated in. But I think the first call-out was between Pipey and Venom up here in Bush Hall. So just a correction for Sean Griffith. He's a very avid tennis fan.
Yes, you're correct. It was not the first. I believe that what happened at Belfield, we were a bit uncertain as to whether it was a call-out or not. It was more of an invitation. And I think we left there saying that we had some good tennis. I'm not sure if it was really a call-out. It was more of an invitation. But nonetheless, we do recall Venom playing Pipey in the very early days of the call-outs.
Yes.
When he gave him quite a few animals to take home that particular evening. Just to get the record set. He set the record straight that particular evening. Good evening to Sean. Good evening to Sean. I hope that you're watching once again and you're enjoying the coverage of this call-out here between Pipey and Edwin Ward.
Yeah, Sean, he's managed and coached by no other than Coach Burkett from the Rubis camp. Sean Griffith plays a lot of his tennis in Rubis. We're into the third game here.
Now that's a shot that Edwin Ward could have handled a lot differently. He opted to go for forehand when the ball was really angled to his back arm. And in his attempt to create that inside-out forehand, he spoiled the ball in the process. But I think what is important here for Edwin Ward is his shot selection. He needs to pretty much go with the flow. You've always heard play the ball at its merit, especially in cricket. And in road tennis, sometimes you just need to stay with the basics. Oh, that's a lovely inside-out shot there by Edwin Ward. Beautiful shot, well executed. And Pipey can only ask a question and retrieve, but I don't think that he would get that one on this occasion. That was an excellent shot.
I think that I don't think.
Yeah, recording. That let you can see. You might go look that way you want. Right? You trying to see it. Yeah. The yellow.
Right now the score is 6-all. 7-6. A lovely, neat serve there by Jason Paris. Oh my goodness.
And that's another lovely display of a drop shot. That was an excellent drop shot there by Pipey, taking away off, and his opponent can only get set to serve yet another ball. Great stuff here by Pipey. And on the return, excellent playing here by Edwin Ward on that point, moving the ball left and right and left and right. But again, we spoke a bit earlier about Edwin Ward's ability to hit the ball some really good angles, and on that occasion, it worked in his favor. Good angle shot wide to Pipey's forearm, and he got his just reward.
Yeah, you know, Edwin, he have been playing tennis for a very long time, and these guys have mastered the basic. Tennis is all about footwork. Once your footwork is good, you'll be able to have a lot of control of the ball. 7 serving 10. Right now, Edwin, he's 7. He's 8 now. 8 serving to 10. Nine, 10. And Edwin Ward, he's gaining some momentum. He tried a very good serve, but Pipey was up to it.
One all in games, 11 now, serving to 9. Very good angle to the backarm serve there by Pipey. Not much weight at all. Good bunk serve again to the backarm. 13 now, 13-9. This is the time for Pipey to make his move, to create some room, Dothan, if he's going to take this third game.
Right now we have a young shocking nurse on the line as an observer. He's doing an excellent job.
Not a very big crowd on hand tonight, Dothan. Still good numbers for a Thursday night. We know that Bush Hall is a place known for tennis just about every night of the week. But we have seen bigger crowds than this on the other occasions. 11 serving out to 16. That's well played there by Edwin Ward. I guess a slight touch.
Yeah, you don't have to always go
No
for the power.
No power whatsoever. And then comes behind it and create a cardinal sin of road tennis.
Yes.
Serves the ball out. Not the way to go at all, Edwin. Not the way to go. Score 12-17.
Right now, Edwin Ward, he's behind the 8 ball. He's 12. Pipey is 17. We have a infraction in the game. Point would have 12-17. Pipey is chopping, but he chopped that one into the net. 17-13. Now you see Jason Powers. He have the serve. Let's see what he's going to do with these 5 serves. Is he going to try to utilize the serve, or is he going to serve a basic serve? A light serve. Edwin Ward was up to the task to retrieve it. (17-14). But he still have the lead, still maintaining the lead.
That one was called out, and that'll be 18 now serving to 14.
(18-14). But he's have a 4-point lead, a good healthy lead. 19-14. He's mixing up his serve. 20-14 game point. 20-14 to Jason Paris, better known as the Undertaker.
An approach here that you like to see by more players as we continue to watch these call-outs, and we see the different class players involved, using his serve a bit more. And it's good to see how Pipey on this occasion used his serve to maintain control of the game. And I think we have a 2-1 lead here now in games by Pipey.
Yes, that game finished 21-14. All right, folks, we're into the 4th game. That 3rd game was won by Jason Powers, 21-14. If Edwin Ward doesn't win this 4th game, he'll be out of this set. Pipey will be the winner of this set. 2 serving to 1. Oh, a lovely backhand drag there by Edwin Ward. 3-1. Three serving to one. This fourth game, you see Edwin Ward, he looks more energetic. You know he have to win this fourth game in order to remain relevant in this set. Two serving to three. Lovely backhand drive there by Mr. Paris.
Some other players would have opted to take a forearm and put it away, but Pipey is very comfortable with that backhand power shot, and he did well to execute on that occasion. Reminds me of a man named Terry Dottin, who believes that he has the best backarm in the business. I believe he would have opted for a backarm shot there as well, Dottin. More than likely.
Is there a guy named Terry Dottin who plays tennis?
He was once
I
called...
know the puncher. I'm not aware of Terry Dottin.
Oh, well, the puncher would have taken that ball similarly on his backarm, where he feels a whole lot more comfortable executing a shot.
That's your opinion. That's your opinion. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion, but not necessarily to the facts. You know, the punter didn't just get that name punter by playing a backarm.
Well, one day we'll see your action if you acknowledge Donald's call out. It'd be good to see you in the arena. And let's see what happens on that particular occasion and what you display on that evening. I really hope that you come fully equipped.
I think Donald is a very smart guy. Right now, there's a lot of guys coming to the rescue of Donald. We have Young Boy, who's calling him out. You have Philip Forth-Garra. A lot of players are calling him out, so I don't know why would they do that, knowing that Donald call out the puncher. But nevertheless, the puncher is operating in a different role as a commentator.
This is good. That was a very good rally there by both players. Good movement of the ball, good patience again displayed by Edwin Ward. And that's really the strength of Edwin's game. Once he stays focused, he has the ability to stay in a rally rather long and wait for the opportune time. But this is good playing here by Edwin Ward. The score is now 6-7. I want to say a good night to Bruce, the Bush Hall Beast. He's now entered the arena. Bruce is one of those guys who puts a good performance in whenever he's called upon, and he represents Bush Hall with credit. We saw him in the Q Point competition when he won the B class. So he's really a guy who's building a reputation for himself in the B. Quite sure he might very well be aiming for the A. Yes. But he's a very talented player. I will see what the future holds for Bruce, the Beast.
Yeah, Bruce is a very intense player. He doesn't give an inch. Very has some very good reflexes. Despite he's an unorthodox player, he's a volleyer. He tends to stand very close to the baseline and blocks. But that style is one of the hardest styles to beat in royal tennis. (11-7) right now. Pipey, you have a healthy lead. He's 11, and Dartman is 7. And Dartman glide that ball. He's a lefty, a southpaw. Glide that ball, and he was successful with that glide, that left-hand glide.
Yes, he was, and Pipey, that's his strength of of Edwin Ward. He really plays that inside out shot really well. On that occasion, he got his result, a good one for him. He scored now 11. It was serve, I believe it was 11-10, right? No, correction. He scored now 8. It will serve to 12.
Eight serving to 12. Edwin Ward, he's 8. Pipey's 12. We are in the middle of this game. If Pipey wins this game, he wins the set. 3-1. 8-13. And right now, Edwin Ward is trying everything in the book. He's serving to the forward arm, he's serving to the back arm. 10-13. 10-14 unforced error, a cardinal sin according to John.
Yes, it is. And
Yeah, that one was clearly out.
We're really seeing it one too many times with these players. Maybe something that they really should practice and take serious when they're in the games. You know, when you sometimes think about the amount of points that you're giving away, and you're in a big competition, you can't afford to be serving out 2 or 3 times in a competition of only 21 points.
No.
You know, so it's something that players really need to keep in mind. Not only short play, but serve has a place in the game, and it's important that you use it as best as you possibly can.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, that was really great tennis there by both guys.
We see Dartman went into the court. He was able to retrieve that ball, but he wasn't able to get it.
No, he was unable to respond. But this is good playing by Pipey and by Edwin as well. You know, drop shot for drop shot. And but Pipey was up to the task. He came and got the better of Edwin on that occasion. So well played there by Pipey as he continues to keep the pressure on Edwin Ward to create an opportunity here for 3 straight.
Yeah, there's a situation where youth,
3-1.
you know, gets the advantage. Pipey's a much younger man than Edwin. Edwin is a veteran, 50 and over. Oh, that was a lovely display of tennis. Despite Edwin came up on the losing end of that rally, I enjoyed that rally. The ball kept very low. The guys were moving that ball. They were in a very good rhythm. That rally, I enjoyed that, John.
Yeah, it was a good rally, good exchange, and I think that Edwin is disappointed with the fact that there wasn't anything much on the ball. It was there for the easy stroke away, and he missed it. We certainly classify that as an unforced error, a ball that Edwin really could have done a whole lot better. And at this stage of the game, every point counts, and you'll see how he's able to come back. The score is now 17, now serving to 12. Edwin Ward is being somewhat reminded that Pipey don't want to go home that long distance alone. And Pipey, for every win, he has company.
He's an Undertaker, so he's looking for a body. And I think Edwin Ward, better known as Dartman, better known as Nelson Mandela, is going to go all the way down to St. Lucie, Crab Hill, in the back of a hearse in a coffin. It doesn't sound too
No, I
too
certainly.
pleasant.
I'm so glad.
Very morbid.
I'm quite happy that I'm going in the opposite direction.
I saw a video with Pipey in a graveyard, in a dark graveyard.
Yes, you know
Good scene.
the preparation for these events. You must give kudos to the guys as they continue to be creative in the acknowledgement of the call out, and sometimes the actual call out. So it's always good to see the creative juices flowing on and off the court. That's a lovely serve there that was a lovely serve by Edwin Ward. Not very little pace, but the ball's angled to Pipey's back arm, and he was unable to to return successfully. This is good play here by Edwin Ward.
1916, you have a little banter between the both players. Edwin Ward is trying to resist being put in a casket.
I wish him luck with that. I think Pipey is very much on track
Oh my
here. And
goodness.
that is
That is the ultimate injection.
If you were wondering,
The ultimate injection.
if you were ever wondering if there was a combat here, not with an injection like that. That was an excellent execution there of an injection. Again, for those of you wondering, what is an injection? It's not a vaccination, it's nothing of the sort, but in road tennis we call it injection. And what Pipey just displayed was exactly that. An injection is a short ball that catches your opponent by surprise. And what makes it very entertaining for spectators is when you're able to execute one like how Pipey did not long ago.
But you know, Pipey, he deals with injections and needles. That probably was embalming fluid in that injection, John.
Well, he did well, and he is now secured yet another victory here tonight at Bush Hall.
Yes, the Undertaker.
Pipey celebrates, and deservedly so. He has done it once again. Congratulations to Jason Pipey Paris.